I'm Trace Haythorn, back with you again. Today I have the privilege of talking with Joann Heaney-Hunter. If you saw the clip that we did with Claire Bamberg, this is the same week, but yes, I got a haircut. Um, Joann, thanks for making time to be with me. Joann is our inaugural chair of our Psychotherapy Commission. She joined us when AAPC became a part of ACPE. It's a pleasure to be with you. Thanks for taking some time with me today.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to be with you.
So you have now chaired this commission since the consolidation of AAPC and ACPE. What do you think are some of the important lessons for APC and ACPE as we consider a merger?
I think that one of the most important things that we learned is that everyone in ACPE wants our joining and our partnership to be a wild success. We all want the same thing. And what I learned is that everyone has the same goal, which is to be leaders of spiritual care. And even though we may approach our perspective on spiritual care from different angles, what brings us together and what ACPE has done for us is it's given us a home to build our dreams of spiritually integrated psychotherapy. And what I believe for all of the chaplains that are thinking about this consolidation now is whether or not you want that opportunity to be a part of a life-giving, shared organization that wants to support professional spiritual care as chaplains as well.
That's really helpful. Thank you. I'm curious, as you think about your colleagues and the work that you all do, you have worked both for a university, you've done private practice, you're now also serving a congregation. What are some of the resources you feel you and your colleagues bring to this merger, this merged entity?
I think that of the Psychotherapy Commission this weekend, and we talked about some of the opportunities that we have for things like shared continuing education. We talked about opportunities for providing psychotherapy resources for chaplain students and CPE educator students. Of course, our SIP program, the Spiritually Integrated Psychotherapy Program, is a tool for people to develop competency in the spiritual integration of psychotherapy. If someone is a licensed practitioner, they can work on spiritual integration through the SIP program. Something else that I am so proud of and so excited to begin is something that we called in AAPC the Pastoral Care Specialist Program. We're still thinking about the name of that, but what we're trying to do is hold up and support people that find themselves in spiritual care as frontline workers. So we recognize that students that come to programs like this are not working to be chaplains. That's a specific lane. But there are people that want to be aware and want to develop skills in providing frontline spiritual care to people in many settings. So we're working on that right now, and we are piloting that program in this spring semester with an eye toward a much bigger rollout next year.
Well, I see really exciting potential in that as well. We have recognized that many schools that used to have pastoral care programs no longer have those.
Right.
And so a lot of people are graduating with master's degrees in divinity or theology and are coming out into the field and just haven't cultivated those. So this could actually be a place where folks could develop those skills as a complement to wherever they're serving. It wouldn't necessarily mean becoming a chaplain.
Or a therapist.
Right.
And, you know, when we take a look at what happens with many people. If somebody is a religiously inclined person, they tend to go toward their churches for frontline help.
Yeah.
And so people that are trained in theology and perhaps beginning ministry might have a wonderful opportunity to build up their toolbox and their resources with a program like this. And of course, every church is trying to support lay leadership and build up the confidence and the competence of lay leaders who want so much to serve their communities. So that will be a good thing.
Boy, I can't tell you how many judicatory leaders within a variety of different faith traditions and internationally have said they would love to help their people develop those competencies. If they get a complaint, it's not about preaching,
Yeah.
it's not about administration, it's about care when it really matters.
Yep.
It sounds like that's really where you all have focused. That's great.
I hope so.
Yeah. Anything else you want to share as we wrap up our quick touch in?
I think that chaplains coming into this organization as equal partners is an amazing opportunity for all of the groups of ACPE. We were the new kids on the block. We are the newest members of the ACPE family. And what I believe is that we bring our unique competence and perspective to the wider organization. And our competence has been welcomed.
Mm.
As chaplains, you will bring a very important competence to the organization as well. And what you do is enrich the depth of what ACPE can provide to people who are looking for assistance in the process of building a pastoral care program.
That's really, that just is a lovely image of where we might go. I have the unique experience, a young man who was once one of my students when I was teaching in an undergrad setting is now the executive director for an organization that I had the opportunity to serve on the board for here in Atlanta. And it's been fun and a source of huge pride to see this one that was once wet behind the ears in a classroom have this amazing success as an executive director. And I do everything I can to keep my mouth shut because I just want to celebrate where they are. But thinking of the educators and the therapists who work with chaplains who all have been teachers and students with each other over the years, now coming together in this collective effort. I kind of like that heavenly banquet image, if you will.
It's just, to me, it's a perfect fit. And I think it's a wonderful opportunity to share the gifts and to share the abundance that we bring to the table.
Well, thank you, Joann. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for the openness and the intentionality you've brought to this process of our two organizations coming together for one. And I look forward to seeing where all this goes as we make our way together in the coming months.
Yes, me too. And I look forward to working with all the chaplains that might join us.
Thank you.
Thank you.